man that can save Real Madrid is Jurgen Klopp. Now, hear me out. Real Madrid have approached Jurgen Klopp, according to Sports, saying that they want to bring him in due to him being able to bring up boost in morale, discipline, character, and tactical ideas would be a lot more modern than Carlos Ancelotti. Now, they also think he could hurt the project that Flick has going on at Barca, which looks so far so good. They're at the moment they are in every single competition basically, and they have Rafinha looking like a Ballon d'Or candidate. Now, Xabi Alonso is not the solution. I'm gonna say that right now. Xabi Alonso couldn't beat the worst Bayern Munich team I've ever seen, with the team that had a lot of their fundamental pieces from their undefeated season and end up getting humiliated 3-0 in the first leg. So, to me, Jurgen Klopp would be the perfect fit. But it is said that Jurgen Klopp isn't interested. He's already rejected Real Madrid and Brazil. But if Real Madrid really, really want to compete, and they've got tons of problems right now, but this man right here is the man who will solve you your problems. Imagine what he did with Sadio Mane, who was before Sadio Mane was big, when he was at Southampton. Mohamed Salah, when everyone thought 32 million was too much for him. Roberto Firmino from Hoffenheim. He made them into an elite front three who would come back, and win a UCL, a league title in a drought that Liverpool couldn't win. I think he would be the absolute perfect manager. Now, he probably wouldn't take the job, but the thing is, if you can give him enough money, I feel like he might do it, because Leipzig, it's causing a lot of problems. Apparently, he's unhappy with, Xavi Simons' attitude. But at Real Madrid, put a manager. You seen what he's done with Trent when he was young. Imagine what he'll do with Trent now. He will definitely bring in, he has a great, ID of talent. At the end of the day, Gravenberg and that team that, Arne Slot has won the league with, it's Jurgen Klopp's basically. He inherited it. Gravenberg was a Klopp signing. Endo, Klopp signing. McAllister, Klopp signing. Dominic is also a Klopp signing. All of them Klopp signings, So I think he could come in and absolutely, bring in a couple center backs, full back, left back, midfield. He could actually, figure out what's going on there, get rid of Modric, bring in someone better, figure out the front three. He could do all that. I feel like he would even put Bellingham false nine, and then he would decide between, Vinny and Rodrigo. One of them would get sold, and it'd be Mbappe and one of the two. But Xabi Alonso, to me, will end up probably being the one to replace Ancelotti. In my opinion, if you were have to choose between Ancelotti and Xabi Alonso, I would actually go with Ancelotti, because at the end of the day, the Arsenal game, I don't completely blame Ancelotti on it. And people who are short-minded, short-headed are going to be saying it's on Ancelotti. Tactically, the first game, to be honest, the only problem that you could really have with him is, Valverde at right back is wasted. Valverde is in the midfield no matter what. He's probably your best player when it comes to defensively transitioning, and Valverde, putting him at right back is just wasting him. At the end of the day, you take your chances with Lucas Vazquez because Carvajal's injured. You don't have Trent yet. Left back, there's nothing he can do there. It's Alaba or Fran Garcia. Mendy's injured. Center backs, those are your starting center backs. And it doesn't help when your front three are the three players who cover the least amount of yards, of the field throughout the whole Champions League. In the top five, you've got Dortmund striker, you have Lamine Yamal, and you know who are the other three? Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinny. That's a problem. Nobody can win like that. Nobody can win. Maybe one, you got Lamine Yamal can do it with Barca. Everybody else is working hard. Maybe one. You can get away with one. And this was the problem at PSG. But when the whole front three, when it was Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar walking back, you're going to get beat by teams like, Man City, Real Madrid. They all were going after that PSG team, and that PSG team never got past the round of 16 because they don't run as a team. They don't play as a team. And this is the same thing that Real Madrid have right now. So the thing is, even if you sell one of the three, the other two are going to still have to run. So the problem is you got to get those to run. If Ancelotti can't get them to run, Xabi Alonso won't get them to run, Because at the end of the day, Ancelotti, Jurgen Klopp, they've all accomplished a lot more than Xabi Alonso. And it's not Xabi Alonso's fault. Xabi Alonso is a fairly new manager. But in my opinion, the only way you replace Ancelotti, it's with someone that has achieved the same or more. And there's not many managers like that, but Jurgen Klopp is as close as it can get. and Xabi Alonso's nowhere near there. And to me, he's kind of fallen off. I understand you went undefeated. It's hard to top that. But the thing is, you're not doing as good as you were in the league. You're going up against a Bayern team that's gotten weaker since you went undefeated. And you lost to them in the round of 16 when everybody expected you to go through. And look at what happened to Bayern. They lost to Inter. That team is weak. And you know why it's weak? Because Vincent Kompany relegated Burnley and got that managerial spot. Now you're going to tell me Xabi Alonso not only got outclassed by Vincent Kompany, now he's lost the league to him, lost him in the Champions League, and now he's going to get the Real Madrid job, and he's going to sort out that locker room with all those personalities. It's not going to happen. Real Madrid might as well stay with Ancelotti, or you put all the chips in for Jurgen Klopp, because that's the only way you'll save this. Anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What do you think Real Madrid should do with the managers? I think you go for Klopp. If not, keep Ancelotti.